sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jones on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cardinals.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And bringing it in right right side here. Beckham.
Murray's pass.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb.
Let's get that swagger,
And
y'all.
he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Arizona.
Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill, kill, kill. Catch the eagle, 6 the eagle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Their own 48-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He spins free, shifts by him. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Cardinals 7, Giants nothing.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Got an open man, it's Ratley. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, Yates. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This ball complete to Rager. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal, Arizona.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal.
A 20-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what did...
And Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Keep doing it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, We're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Makes it second.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from. Of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Cardinals 28, Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
2-2. Hot. 56. I know he ain't got it. Check 4. Check 4. Hey, hold on. Hey, shift. Wide. Get wide.
Murray now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, watch this.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Murray. Looking long for Thomas. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Julian Love picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Mike 2. Watch the curve.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find... And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, Giants 7. Graham Gano, 2nd.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
I just delivered.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Xavier McKinney.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A carry here for the big tight end. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards that time. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Rush twist. Rush twist. Rush twist. Rush twist. Rush twist. Check. 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 Check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And 6 at the 5-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
30-yard line.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd-rounder out of UTEP. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
The 10-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Cardinals are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field.
A gain of 40 yards. And
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jones pass.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 22-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Yates. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for... Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. On 2nd and 7, Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Jones to throw on third down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Is no good. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check pass, check pass.
Throwing again. Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And for Jerry Judy, incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over.
Giants 13.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.